Well, if the future of your club is in your youth.
If the RFL, which is not fit for purpose in my view, and all the stuff ups they did last year, which I'll go into in a little bit because I'm a bit hacked off with the RFL, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's about funding, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, if they want teams to play in the top tier and to produce kids like Wigan do, like St Helens do,
and Warrington,
you need
to throw money at it.
You need to put money at it, and I think it costs something like £250,000 a year.
They cut it all, didn't they?
Well,
the
Salford was downgraded.
Yeah.
And then obviously Marwan came in and they said he wanted to be upgraded again because he was spending money, and they said no, we can't upgrade you until for another 2 years. It's ridiculous, isn't it? It's a vendetta.
Vendetta against him, yeah.
It's ridiculous. It is, absolutely.
It is.
Absolutely. So all them kids that were there, real promising. And we only have to look at Josh Wood. He's come through the ranks, hasn't he? You know what I mean?
Great kids there that they've let go. Do you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? And these kids now are either playing amateur, which is fair enough. You know,
at least they're still getting a run out.
They're getting a run. Fair enough.
They've gone to lesser clubs
or other clubs. You know what I mean? But it's a joke, really. Anyway, I'm not going to go on ranting about that because I'll dig a post out that I put out the other week that somebody tagged me into.
I'm thinking of this, right? Surely a Salford lad is going to play a hell of a lot better than someone from Wigan who's playing for Salford. He's going to try harder. He might not be as good quality.
I don't know.
Try a bit harder. I think so. You die for the shirt, mate.
That's what I think, but personally, don't forget these kids. These kids are on like the bottom rung of the ladder, and they're all competing against each other, which is wherever you're from. Because let's say you've come from Wigan, and I think you go to Salford, and you're thinking to yourself, I'll show Wigan what they've missed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
So you know, they've all got hunger side.
Yeah, I get where you're coming
from. And they're all they should all have an opportunity to play at the level that they trained at.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I mean? Otherwise, it's just a drain on talent.
They're not at it because Salford are training them for 2 years, and then what's happening to them?
Well, they either release them or they get signed on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, you've got to have
for all them that they're releasing it.
Of course it is. You know, you're going to have a turnover of players, aren't you? Look at Chris now. He's end up playing at Gloucester All Goals, and you know what? That might be the best platform for him.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not. It's a step down into Division 1, but you know what? He'll get first team games in that division all the time.
And he'll stand out as well, won't he?
He's a good player, Chris.
Hopefully, he'll come back in for him, won't they?
So people like Chris, you know what I mean? Who really been overlooked in my view. You know what I mean? And I'm not the coach, and I see things differently to whatever. But he's a Salford lad. He's had all his training at St Helens in his scholarship, and a couple of years after his scholarship, and now he came to Salford, and they had to let him go because of
cuts.
Because of the cuts that the RFL have done. It's a joke, really. It's poor, but anyway, I digress.
That's a big word for
You're
today,
liking that one, aren't you?
I do like that word, yeah.
Yeah, right. So anyway, let's go to another track.
Can I just say this word?
Of course you can.
Periphery.
Do
you like that one?
I do like, and these kids are made to go on the periphery, aren't they?
Exactly, yeah.
Because they're pushed away, aren't they? So they're on the periphery of professional rugby.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
periphery.
what I mean?
You're liking that word?
Yeah, I do.
Periphery. See, I went to Fernhill.
Well, I know that, and you've only heard me. You've only know it because you've heard me say it.
No, I haven't at all. No, I haven't.
Simon's digested a dictionary for his breakfast today, I think.
Yes, that's it. Periphery. I love that word.
On the periphery.
I'm going to say it 3 times in the show.
Well, you've said it. Just said it 5 times. So
that's all right.
There you go. You know what I mean? Fernhill Bill and all that.
Fernhill Will.
Right. Anyway, let's get She Sells Sanctuary on.
Yeah. Great choice.
By the cult. I mean the cult.
Great choice, Bob.
quality tune, that. She saw Sanctuary by the Cult. The Cult.
The Cults, I like the Cult, but I also like the Cure. Not to be mixed up with the Cure.
No, you couldn't mix them up.
No, you couldn't. No.
Yeah. No. Anyway, how do you think Donny Fart Pants has gone on this week?
You mate from home.
It's from Salford.
I know he is. You're convinced he's from Salford.
He is from Salford.
The jury's still out on him, and she's going to meet him, hasn't she? Theresa May's gone to suck up to Donald.
Yeah.
Did they say suck up?
Yeah, I think you did. You have to be very careful what you're saying.
Yes, they do. It's a daytime show, isn't it?
Correct.
Yeah, I don't know.
I tell you what, I think he's got his shit together already, mate.
He said a lot of things, isn't it?
I tell you what,
he's saying about
he's signing orders and all about
build the pipes in America and all that.
No, made me laugh.
Mexico. Well, don't come.
No, not Mexico, not Mexico. But he said there'd be no more hiring of government staff, and then the next thing he said was time to hire now 20,000 more border guards, which I thought was a bit of a contradiction in terms.
Another big word, contradiction.
Happy days.
All of them today, aren't
you have been hanging around me for a fair old while now, isn't it?
No, I've got to admit, I don't know the jury's still out on him, to be honest. But
he's signing these executive orders, though, isn't it, to get the wheels moving. Yeah. He's trying to rescind that Obamacare, isn't he? Which I don't really know what that's about, but
he did say about China, though, didn't he? We won't deal with you no more. We're coming out of that market. You know what? You got to remember, the
TTP.
I don't know.
Which is the TPP, Trans-Pacific Partnership or something.
Did he pull out of that?
He's pulled out of that, but they have their own separate trade deal with China,
right?
And Japan. But these are countries like I suppose Indonesia and all the Pacific Rim countries, like probably Australia, New Zealand, and the likes of them. And he said, but I tell you what, he's putting America first in it, and that's why I think the Brexit vote should go through, which we'll go on about in shortly, because.
Did you see that woman talking about the Brexit vote? I know it's going off track a minute. Some woman took him to court, didn't she?
Yeah, and she's not even English. She's Ghanaian or something, isn't she? Guyanan or something.
Right. The majority voted to come out. There might not have been much in it.
There's 4% now, wasn't there? There was 4%. Which is enough, isn't it?
Yeah, so
it's a clear majority, isn't it?
You go with the majority, don't you? You don't go with what some birds get some old law up and says, we can't do this. The people are in charge.
Well, they're saying the government's, because the government took us into it, the government has to take us out of it. Well, they've published the white paper now, haven't they, which was what the courts really forced them to do, so that MPs get a vote on it. So it would seem to me, from the posts that I've seen, and I mean, I'm only going off what I've seen on Facebook, because I've not read any newspapers for a day or two, is that some of the MPs are not going to toe the party line. They're going to go with their own view and the view of their constituents, which is some of these constituencies voted 75% in favour of staying. Yeah. Now that's fair enough, but they'll get hung out to dry by the right wing press, like that, the likes of Daily Mail and tables like that. But and that's what newspapers are there for, to take people to task, and I get that because they're not towing the party line.